into space. That's Ahsoka. And the first 10 minutes, it's awesome, right? Anything with Ray Stevenson in it, it's fantastic. But this is his last role. It's tragic because he's so good in this. He makes such an interesting Star Wars villain. He's perfect. He's the perfect age. He's the perfect demeanor. He's perfect. And he's got this like female Padawan sidekick. Perfect. Right? But then it's Karen's in space. Oh, so many Karens, so much space. So anyway, Disney Star Wars, time to vomit in your mouth. That starts good, right? We get a crawl, not a different type of crawl, but a crawl nonetheless, right? So New Galactic there's Fallen. They're carrying on from the Ahsoka episode from Mando, which I thought was mediocre at best, quite frankly. I didn't think she was great in it. I really didn't. But, okay, right? So she found this thing and she went looking for the map to find Thrawn. Meanwhile, very great Star Wars the opening. We have this, like, Star Cruiser, this New Republic Star Cruiser. It feels Star Wars aesthetic. It feels a bit too clean, right? That's the thing they're missing in the sequel era. And that's what they had right in Mando Season 1 and 2. They had it nice and dirty, right? Bit too clean. And we have a male captain, but, you know, fortunately, he has a stunning and brave woman, right? It's 80% female, this cast. And there's an Imperial shuttle, and they say they're transmitting a Jedi code. They're saying they're Jedi, and they would like to come on board. And I'm like, okay, you have the con. I will, because I'm stunning and brave. And look, fucking looks gorgeous. Oh, that these resources are ways that look fucking gorgeous, aesthetically perfect, right? And you get two Jedi-looking people turn up, right? And it said, we've been on the Outer Rim, Ray Stevenson, and we're doing some Jedi shit. Anyway, he says, you're not fucking Jedi, fuck you. And they kill them all, right? The Padawan just goes around slashing them to bits, and he's like, he's great, right? He's absolutely great. So they go through the ship. She's great. I think all this is working, right? Just very, very authentically in-universe Star Wars opening. They break out this is, who could remember, the woman from Mando that was captured by Ahsoka. And she's like, I'm getting out of here. Fine, and off they go, Ahsoka, right? So then, Master and Apprentice. So then it starts off not bad as well. We're in this, ancient, not Jedi temple, but I like they have parallel false cultures, right? So they're the witches' culture, but it was all crumbling, and she's looking for something. And it's quite cool. She gets both the lightsabers and she like circles round, and it cuts the floor out, right? So she falls right down, and she's in this tomb, and she basically has to work out. It's kind of like Fifth Element, right? She's got to work out how to turn these like dial things to get the MacGuffin to show up, and it's some magic buoy thing. So she goes up, and there's these kind of cool droids. Are these kind of remember droids like this from Clone Wars that could hunt Jedi, right? These stars had like these false power going around them that they could fight against lightsabers. So she's got to take out, and again, looking pretty good. And again, she jumps down and she gets them from underneath, and good, yeah, Star Warsy stuff, right? But they say, hey, we're going to blow up, right? So she does the traditional Mission Impossible run. Big explosion. She jumps up into a very marketable ship. And here's David Tennant droid, right? So I remember David Tennant droid from, what's it called again? Not droids, what was it? Clone Wars, right? And he's very good in this, right? Very good. His voice really works, right? And you say, well, that was close as well. You should have a Padawan, right? So off they go to some Republic ship, because they got to like try and work out what's going on with they got to try and get into the globe thing. And so now we meet Captain Karen #1. She was in Rebels. I never watched Rebels. God, she's so bland, right? I mean, like, listen. You got to understand this, right? People making Star Wars. The reason why there were chicks in Star Wars is for eye candy. Okay. Now I'm sorry to want to be the one to break it to you so bloody harshly, but that actually happens to be the case, right? look, I mean, Princess Leia we love Princess Leia, don't get us wrong, right? But she was there to be a princess, right? To be swept off her feet by, well, first Luke Skywalker and then Han Solo when they turned out to be related. And you can have Jedi female characters in Star Wars, but it's not mostly female, right? You shouldn't have Admiral Holdos, right? This is an Admiral Holdo, right? They all failed. All the Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars has failed. This is Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars, and this is essentially Dave Filoni sucking Kathleen Kennedy's dick, right? I would say, not to put it in too nice words, is Dave Filoni sucking Kathleen Kennedy's dick. And she's like, yeah, hi, I'm Stunning and Brave, and I'm Stunning and Brave 2, and bland and boring. And here's the thing. You know why she is so bland and boring? I'll tell you why. Because, what's that? Tzvi Lebetkin says, do you know what Bagpuss is? Of course I know Bagpuss, right? Yeah, the marvelous magical mouse all good. I know it very well. What about it? The old BBC stop motion say, I know very well. Well, all I can see is Bagpuss on Ahsoka's head. I do see what you mean. Right? Fine. But the reason that she's so insanely bland, right? Oh, is he back? No. The reason she's so insanely bland, and she is so insanely bland, is that female characters, generally speaking, need to have as few character features as possible so girls can imagine that they are that character, right? Masculine characters have very broad characteristics so that boys can imagine that the character is them. Other way around. So, yeah, we've got bland, Karen in space, Bagpuss. And so I said, oh, yeah, these two turned up. We don't know who they are. You better go find him. And said, now also we've got to work out a way of opening this as well. You know who you have to talk to. He says, no, yes. He said, yeah. Apparently she had a Mandalorian from, we'll get to meet her in a minute, another bland chick in space. Oh God, they're so awful. Who used to be a Padawan but quit, and she'll be able to open it. So they go to this planet, and you have, what was it? Clarence, what's his name? From Highlander, Kurgan, like, you've been reduced to this, you poor cunt. Jesus, I'm sorry. Right? So this is the, I don't know, Rebellion Day, the day they overthrew the Empire or something on this planet. And Sabine Wren, we have to thank her. She'll hear from it. And she's not there, right? Sabine Wren, this is the Rebels. Oh, I guess from the show Rebels. Meanwhile, Sabine Wren doesn't want to be involved in it. She's just out being sassy and brave, and she'll do what she likes, right? And the Republic police go and try and pick her up. Says, no, I'm too sassy, starting and brave, while being boring at the same time, right? And they try and stop her. She goes super fast. Oh, it's okay. I'm a chick. I'll stop you. Look at her. She looks like a chipmunk trying to fucking fly that shit. I mean, like, Porkins was one thing. This is just going from stupid to worse, right? Oh, I'm starting and brave, and I don't like these new R2 units either. Whoosh, and she goes underneath, and now she lives out here, and this must be kind of expensive real estate, right? But she lives in this big telescope, and here's Kiss of Death for TV shows now. Space Cat, right? Look, Star Trek Discovery does it. You don't want to do it too, right? You don't want to do what Star Trek Discovery is doing, right? That's not your goal. It's ridiculous, right? Why? Because cats is a female thing. If you had a pet dog, this is all very, very feminine Star Wars, right? In other words, it's shit. It's the same Star Wars that had Baby Leia. Fuck off! I hate all this shit. Why can't you just make real Star Wars, right? And she got a bit of a Mando hat going on under there, and she looked at her friend Bridger from Rebels. They didn't watch it, don't care. And she said, "Oh, Bridger, oh, but I'm still a lesbian." Meanwhile, she's there. They're tracking where the buoy thing is, and she realized must have gone. Reese Davidson's saying we better go track it. Yeah, we'll go track it down, Sith-like, and all that. And I don't know, she wakes up. Oh, and it gets and sees Ahsoka's ship coming to land. Again, very, very collectible ship. She gets summoned there, and he's like, "Look, dude, what were you doing? You left me there at the thing." So I didn't want to come because I'm sassy, stunning, and brave. David Tennant Droid says, "Oh, you should take her back as Padawan. You should come back as Padawan." And he's actually quite good at that. And she's like, "Do you want to find Bridger? You'll be able to find it by opening this." I said, "Oh, I guess I will try and find it." Right. So on the ship, she starts looking at it. Oh, she looks like at her old cabin. Oh, fuck off. I hate this girly shit. And they start trying to crack it and said, "Look, this is also the way to find Thrawn as well. But Bridger's with him somehow. I don't care." Oh, yeah. So the cool thing about the David Tennant droid is he's thousands of years old. And he's an architect droid, but he helped all the Padawans in the Jedi Academy build their lightsabers. Right. He was really good at that. Right. So he's like, he scanned on lightsabers, said, "There's this hilt we haven't seen before, but this hilt, this belonged to Ray Stevenson, and he vanished. Like, he was a very accomplished Jedi, and then he vanished. And now he's got an orange lightsaber instead of a red one, which indicates something I'm not sure." So meanwhile, she goes back and she's find out that Sabine Wren has stolen the ball, says he can't take it. Dark Sith people are going to come looking for it. I don't give a fuck because I'm stunning and brave and stunning, and I'm self-actualized. Meanwhile, again, I like this tying into episode 1. If you didn't have the shit Sabine Wren character and the other green chick, I wouldn't mind it. But yeah, this echoes nicely Phantom Menace in a good way, right? This has the same menace as Darth Maul. Just a shame they pissed it away, right? So she goes away with a fucking cat. I hate that. Starts working it out. Meanwhile, she gets a call from bland green woman, and she says, "Oh, they might be looking for you." Let's smirk. You've got to take her back. And she's basically sitting down. She works out, oh, there's 3 things. So it's got to be some kind of 3 thing. And she works out, yes, it's a map to another galaxy. And she goes outside and she hears something. And all of a sudden, she's attacked by these droids. And it's actually quite good, right? The character. Oh, no, it's not good. It's stupid, right? She's like punching these droids in the face. She's a little girl. Stop it. If you're wearing Mandalorian armor, fine. But that's it. So she goes outside, she grabs a lightsaber, and you got the Sith Padawan there. And so stupid moment. This is stupid. They have a fight. They go to rescue her, right? They're fighting away. And they grab the thing. But eventually, boom, look at that. Lightsaber right through her chest, right? I'm sorry. She's supposed to drop and be dead now, right? And that's what's supposed to happen. And if she died, then fine. But for our friend Ray, listen, if you like Ray, you would have let her die there, right? So that's the end of episode 1. She's got to be brown bread, right? Otherwise, it's going to be stupid beyond fucking stupid. It's going to be on stupid beyond stupid. Let's go to episode 2, right? Wakes up. They're in the Republic Hospital, and she's fine. I've just had a bit of a lightsaber, through the stomach. I know it killed everybody else that ever happened to. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn, but they weren't stunning and brave women who weren't full Jedi, right? Who were snarky, stunning and brave. She's like, now, and they've lost the map. They've lost the recording of the map. She says, you stay here. We're going to try and find it. Again, Ray Stevenson on screen, everything gets good, right? They go to this ancient Jedi temple thing, they put the map in, and it's gives them the route to where they're supposed to go. So she goes back and looks for clues. Apparently she knows that one of the droids is still going to be alive there. She fights the droid. It's back and Sabine Wren says, "Oh, I'm stunning and brave and the bestest ever. I'll be able to read. I can read her memory, but it might blow everything up." And so David Tennant was like, "I don't know, it might blow everything up." So he said, "But I'm stunning and brave. I'm a green chick and I'm bland. And they get the lights go like that. It's going to blow up, but she's going to get all the information because she's starting and brave. Look at me, smug, starting and brave. Got a lightsaber through, through the gut. Still ticking. That's me. Lightsaber through the gut and still ticking. And Space Mummy says, "Well done." Okay. Oh God, it is Space Mummy. Oh God, I hate this shit. I really, really, on a real genuine level, absolutely hate this. Right? Because it started off good. The first 10 minutes were good. And now this is what it is. Karen's in space. Activate Bland Ray. Oh, the Bland Ray's on. Everything is bland. Help, Bland. Everything. Everything is bland. Help me. That guy's back. We'll finish this review next. Where are we up to? 1 second. Doink. So they're all there at the temple, and you got other Force users, and they go, "Yeah, this is where everyone is. We'll go this way, right?" And then I think so then they tracked it to Corellia somehow, and there's something we're going on. So they meet with Bad Squeezy Man as Icky Man with Green Girl. Hi, I'm smug and brave and bland, so bland, and we can make this an Imperial inspector, a Republic official inspection if you want. Says okay, they're looking for. They're looking for the droids where they came from. I said, no, we don't have assassin droids here. But I'm clever and stunning and I'm brave. Oh, I am. Look at me. Oh, look at me. Karen's in space. Meanwhile, oh, my lightsaber bird is completely healed. David Tennant droid talks her into coming back to be a Padawan. You just got to decide it. So they go around, they're expecting, and she goes, wait a minute. There's no starship needs. Firstly, this droid says, "Oh yeah, I saw a Saturn droid. I saw her here last week. Ready? Tell me more." And then she notices they have a massive star drive going somewhere, and they're like, "Well, that shouldn't go anywhere." And they're all Imperial still, right? And so they have a big fight. She runs afterwards, and she meets a kind of a cool. Is this an assassin droid or an assassin? I can't tell. I think it's an assassin droid. Right, they have a bit of a ruck as they take this massive engine, and Green Girl's like, "Oh, I'm going to be stunning and brave and get it, yay!" And she flies off as Ahsoka Tano does the fighting stuff. I can't stand it. She's got a R2 droid with arms on, with his head. I could look at this. It's your mummy doing carpool. This isn't Star Wars, right? So she flies off, and they manage to get a tracer on because she's stunning and brave, right? And off they go, and she goes back, meets a kitty cat, and puts together a Mandalorian armor and says, "I think I'm ready to take on my mantle," right? So she cuts off her hair, and they arrest all the bad icky men, icky Imperial men, all bad. And she goes and looks at the thing of Bridger. That was apparently in Rebels. And she says, "I'm ready to come back and take on my Padawanness again," right? And so off they go in space. Meanwhile, that giant engine takes them to this interstellar spaceship thingy where she's going to go and meet Thrawn. She talks to Ray Stevenson and says, "Yeah, look, you better kill Ahsoka Tano." And here's actually a really good bit. This is why I like Ray Stevenson, right? He says, "It's such a shame there's so few Jedi left," right? I love that, right? I get wasted in this piece of shit show, right? And they're off being stunning and brave. And it is shit. Oh, it is shit. It is shit. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.